This is Matthew Stephen with the Voice Radio Network. Over to my right is CNN filming their videos here today. They denied us interview with them at this point because they said they were busy and tied up. However, they're expecting something big. There are camera crews moving into the area. There's another man down here from another broadcasting, another man over there from broadcasting. There's another one over there from broadcasting of different networks. If you look up the day up of that building up there, and it says New Day on the building in blue and red letters. There is a day of judgment coming, a day there. And I noticed up here on the roof, actually up on that balcony, about 3 or 4 floors from the top, are lights going on. They were just interviewing some dignitaries there. And we're here in this place because the man who I talked with, one of the broadcasters, said that they're expecting protesting here today sometime where there's a gathering coming in. On June the 30th, they're supposed to be making a decision on the Greece funds that are taking place here of the funding, whether they're going to pull out or not by June 30th. It could come before then, but that was the deadline date is what I understand. I understand that the nuclear talks with Iran and America is also taking place at this time, and they are taking place because that's also the deadline dates for June 30th, my understanding, and dealing something with the homosexuals and lesbians. There's something to come up with, I think, on a deadline date on June 30th as well. We, however, are leaving out of this area very soon and going over to Italy very soon. We have some other areas there of things. We're going to visit one of the orphanages today. And hopefully once we find that place, we'll be able to televise that with the YouTube, is what I'm hoping for. And we'll see how that goes right now at this point. There's a great earthquake that's ready to hit Greece right now. And that earthquake is going to strike this area in a judgment. There are homosexuals and lesbians, gays up and down the streets here. There are those who are worshiping the Father. They call him the Father, which is the Pope, a taxi guy. We asked him questions, and he said that he drove an important man named the Father, which is, we said the Pope, and he said yes. And so this is primarily Greek Orthodox, but they all bow down to the Pope in the Vatican, mostly. And there's a lot of things happening in the square, but there is a judgment coming to Greece. There's a judgment coming, as I had prophesied, down in the Mediterranean in Israel, coming out of Tiberias, all the way over to Tel Aviv, where the buildings are going to collapse, and come all the way up into Greece with a great earthquake. And I know that soon coming earthquake is about to take place, and there is some judgment that's about to take place with that. And so that's part of the prophecy that God's given me on the Voice Radio Network right now. And you know, those can choose to mock the word, but as we say, prophecy is not a quarter pounder with cheese. You got to let it season. Well, the seasoning's coming due real quick, especially for all those ragheads out there and the Muslims that are out there with the ragheads. You know how that goes. I mean, because they are absolutely abrupt. They had 90,000 protesters and Muslims and 48,000 Palestinians on the Temple Mount the other day on this past Friday, on the same day they had massive protest here in Greece, right there in front of in the Parliament building in front of me. Again, this is Matthew Stephen, Voice Radio Network, and we'll be doing some short updates here very soon. Bye-bye.